Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Erickson TV. Curtis here with Lauren. Hey Lauren.
Hey everybody.
Well Lauren, let's as we carry on into this new year of 2012.
That's right.
We've been seeing lots of different interesting things come from clients and from news media. What are we finding?
Today I want to talk about something we've talked about many times before, which is that the news media is too pessimistic. And that this
I believe that, by the way.
Yes. And that this pessimism can negatively affect your life. And I'm going to talk about two things that have a little bit to do with investing, but mostly they are completely separate from investing. And they're the sort of things that are true and that you probably haven't been hearing anything about. Okay, first random fact. For the first time in 62 years, the United States is a net export of petroleum products.
No, that is definitely not.
Now, is that a surprise or is that a surprise? All this stuff you hear about our dependency on foreign oil and dependency on this, and we need independence and all this other stuff. It is true that it's the first time in 62 years, but we are a net exporter of petroleum products. That is something you are almost never going to hear about in the media. Here's my second random fact that you will hear almost nowhere in the media. The murder rate in the United States is at the lowest point since the late 50s.
Wow.
Crime has been dropping in this country steadily since 1991. It dropped steadily throughout the 1990s, then it leveled off a little bit until 2006, then it started dropping steadily again from 2006 until the present. And crime has dropped so much that we are now, in terms of violent crime, living in the safest United States since the late 1950s. And in some cities, it's been even more dramatic. In New York City, the murder rate has declined 82%. And auto thefts have declined 94% since 1990 in New York City. Now, all the other crimes have declined too. But when you look at other crimes, people often say, well, maybe they're fudging the statistics, maybe people aren't reporting the crimes, blah, blah, blah. Okay, look. When you walk outside and your car's not there, you report that. Murders, you know, people don't just people don't just sort of forget that a murder happens. Those crime statistics, we know those are accurate. Auto thefts are correct. Homicide is correct. And in those statistics, which we know beyond any reasonable doubt are correct, in New York City they've seen a drop of over 80% and a drop of over 90%. Now, I read a blog about these crime statistics that have just been coming out. And one of the comments in the blog, I'm not making this up, the guy said, you know, one of the main reasons for the skyrocketing crime rates is parents don't know how to raise their kids anymore. Okay, maybe parents don't know how to raise their kids anymore. I'm not sure about that. But I found it amazing that we were discussing in a blog that crime rates have fallen so dramatically, and for 20 years now. This isn't just something that happened last year. This has been a continuous trend, and yet this guy still thinks that crime rates are skyrocketing.
Right. Well, back to your thing about the media gets it wrong. The lead story in the last 2 days in the Seattle paper was about the murder of a park ranger, and then also the person that murdered the park ranger now was found dead in the mountains.
Yes, exactly. I mean, what does the media report on? Crime, fear, anger, all this kind of stuff. So it isn't, although we talk a lot about investing, it isn't just investing. The pessimism that pervades the media affects every single thing that they report on. And if you don't really dig for specific facts, you could believe all sorts of crazy things about the world just because that's what the media reports all the time.
Right. Yeah, well, I wanted to finish up with this episode because the statistic about being the next net exporter of petroleum, that actually, I believe, is a testament to our ingenuity with capitalism and growth and it gives us maybe hope for the future.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we've developed technology to drill, for instance, in North Dakota, the shale oil fields now. We've also been able to develop more fuel-efficient cars. So with all this pessimism, there is opportunity.
That's right.
And I think it's a good thing to take home for the rest of 2012. Thanks, Lauren, for that great insight, and we'll see you next time at Erickson TV.
See you next time.